So you want to play Pokemon Vanguard, the brand new fan game out that you may or may not have heard of. It's an incredible game, and I highly recommend playing it, but you may not know how to download or patch the game to get it ready for play. So that's what this tutorial is for. Now, before you get any further in this tutorial, I want you to go ahead and open up the description of this video. Click the link that's down there. There's going to be one link for the game download, which is going to be a page that looks like this. There is also going to be a link down there for a WinZip software, which is a software that can unzip and read RAR files, which is what these are going to download as. Now, if you already have a software that can read and unzip RAR files, that's great. If not, I use WinZip. You can use WinRAR. You can use anything that will get the job done. But what's in the description is WinZip. Now, once you have done that, once you've downloaded a software or already have a software that can open up RAR files, and once you have clicked and downloaded both the main version and the patch, you're going to go ahead and get those files ready. They will probably be in your download folder. In fact, where did mine go? There we go. We have the patch right here, and we have the game right here. Sorry about that. So, you are going to have these two files. They're going to be .rar files. One says Vanguard, one says patch. Obviously, the patch is patch, Vanguard is the game. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create two folders here. I'm doing this on my desktop so that it's easier for y'all to see, but you guys can do this in whatever folder you want on whatever drive you want on your computer. So we're going to call one folder game, and we're going to call one folder patch. And you guessed it, we are going to extract these files to those respective folders. Now, if you're using WinZip, it'll pop up with this asking you to buy it. You can just hit use evaluation something. I don't even read it. I don't know what it says, but that's what I click. It's going to read the file. It's going to ask you what you want to do with it. So we're going to want to unzip the files to a folder that we just made. This one, the Vanguard, is going to go into the game folder. And we're going to hit unzip. Now, depending on how fast your computer is, this may take a while. This may be super speedy. I might speed this up, or I might cut if it takes too long. My computer, it's probably going to take a couple minutes. So that took my computer about 3 minutes or so to go ahead and unzip and extract. So let's continue. You can go ahead and close this WinZip window. And now we have our files unzipped into our game folder, like this. Now, you are going to do the exact same thing with the patch. So we're going to double click the patch file. We're going to hit this and open up the contents. And we are now going to do the exact same thing. So we're going to unzip it. This time we're unzipping it into the patch folder, or whatever you named it. I would suggest naming it game and patch. That way it's just easy. It doesn't matter what you name it, but as long as you can differentiate them, that is all that matters. Okay, and so now we have those files extracted to our patch folder. And here that is. So now we'll swap it like this. That makes more sense in my brain. We have our game folder and we have our patch folder. So what we're going to do is now we are going to apply the patch to our game folder. Now it's super easy, so just follow along. You're going to open up the Vanguard. You're going to open up the patch folder. We have 3 different folders within the patch folders. These are the 3 respective folders that we need to patch for the game. Now, the first one's data, so we're going to click into data. We're also going to click into data in Vanguard. We are now going to Control A to select all of the contents of this data folder. We're going to drag it, and we are going to drop it into the data folder of Vanguard. Now, be careful when you do this to place it on anything that's not a folder. If you place it on a folder, it's going to move it into that folder. Make sure you're moving it to the data folder and not a subfolder of the data folder. So now it is going to ask you if we want to replace, skip the files, or let us decide for each file. We're going to replace the files in this folder with the respective files from the patch. And that'll take some time. This first one I think is pretty quick. So now you'll see that the patch data folder is empty because we have moved all the contents out of it into the actual game folder. So we're going to go back to our main folders here. We're going to click on the next one in line in the patch, which is going to be graphics. Now the graphics one has two subfolders. So we're going to click into the graphics folder here. We are now going to click into the Pokemon folder. We're also going to click into the Pokemon folder in the Vanguard file. And we're going to take, again, Control A to click all of them. Now, if you Control A and it highlights the wrong one, just click into the correct window here, Control A, and you should get the correct selection. And again, we're not going to select any folder here. We're going to click into the white area, or I'm sorry, release the click into the white area so that it replaces all of these folders. Now this one will take a while because it is all of the graphics for all of the battle sprites in the game. So there's a couple thousand of these, so this one will take a little bit. And again, when it asks you what you want to do here, you're going to hit replace the files in the destination. All right, and again, we've got an empty patch folder here. That is how you know you did it right. So we're going to go back another step here to the graphics. We are now going to click into the trainers folder in the patch window. And now we will click into the trainers folder of the game window. Again, Control All, Control A, and we're going to drag and drop into the trainers. And we're basically going to rinse and repeat. Replace files in destination. This one should be pretty quick. This one's empty. And you should have a good idea of how to do it now. We will continue though for the last one, which is the PBS folder. So we're going to click into the PBS folder of both. We are going to Control A, copy them over from the patch file into the game file. And this should be the last one. We're going to replace the files in the destination. They are done. Now, just to double check, in the patch folder, go ahead and just make sure that in the data, it's empty. Graphics, both the Pokemon and the trainers folders are empty. And the PBS folder is empty. So if you've got a completely empty patch folder, you know you did it right. And that means that all of the patch files have been applied to the game files. So you can go ahead and delete your patch folder. You can delete your patch RAR file. And you can delete your Vanguard RAR file. And you are left with your game file, which is this guy right here. You can name it Vanguard, you can name it whatever you'd like. So you should be ready to play the game now. Let's double click in. Vanguard, I guess we don't even need that folder. You can even just pull this Vanguard folder out and put that on your desktop. And we've got two game.exes. We're going to click the blue one. The .exe is your application. So you're going to double click on this guy and that should open up the game. Now, just to note, this game does take a little while to open up. So don't be alarmed if it takes 20, 30 seconds for it to boot up. I'm actually going to leave this in just so you can get a legitimate idea of how long it'll be. So don't fret. I know it takes a while. We're just going to wait here. And here it is. Perfect. So here comes the game, and it's glorious, glorious music to come. Where is it at? I know you're somewhere. Come on. Come on, sing me your tunes. Tunes? Hello? Game? Guys, I promise it's working. This is what I'm talking about. You can sit here on this black screen and you can think, oh no, I didn't do it right. But just wait, I promise. Okay, come on, game. I got a YouTube video to wrap up. They're getting tired of this. There we go. And so here is the game in its glorious, glorious audio. But yeah, that is how it's done. I hope you enjoy the game, and I hope this tutorial was helpful. If it was, be sure to leave a like, and if you liked listening to my voice, maybe check out my Vanguard playthrough on my channel. But until next time, guys, have a good one. Peace.